You can hit me up on Temptation Beach or like my Facebook page, Temptations or Temptations 2. I'm on Twitter, Google, I'm on the internet everywhere, just like everyone. We love to hear from people all over the world, positive things about industrial hemp. That's what I do. That's what we do. Largest selection of industrial hemp on the planet in the stores. And I'd like to grow that inventory to be able to say that I haven't actually checked out all the other hemp retail spots to see if we have the largest amount on our planet everywhere, but it's a fair selection.
And as Beach always says,
having temptations.
You're listening to the Stoner Jesus Show. Not only can Stoner Jesus Show podcast be found on stonerjesus.net, you can also find them on cannabisradio.com. You can also find the show by searching Stoner Jesus on Spreaker.com and the Spreaker Radio app, also the Stitcher Radio app, iTunes, the iHeartRadio app, and iHeart.com. If you want the links to all of these, go to stonerjesus.net. In the top menu bar, there's a page that says Listen to the Stoner Jesus Show. There you can find all the different ways you can listen to the Stoner Jesus Show podcast. All other information on the show can be found at stonerjesus.net.
Your connection to quality cannabis insurance services is spelled K-A-E-R-C-H-E-R. That's Karcher Insurance. We have worked with ventures like cannabis for over 60 years. We're proud to represent over 50 companies with tailor-made cannabis plans for owners just like you to insure your product, your plants, and your pursuits. K-A-E-R-C-H-E-R spells out their full-service insurance services ranging from commercial to bonds, to personal, from life to health, and more. Contact the team at KarcherInsurance.com and let our experience work for you. That's K-A-E-R-C-H-E-R Insurance.com.
Contact Karen and the team at Karcher Insurance at 1-844-421-3560. That's 844-421-3560.
Great websites today need expert web design and development and need to be e-commerce ready and mobile friendly. But building a marketable and profitable website can be an uphill climb. Ready to make your new website or replace your existing website? Think Orange as the new way to get in the black. Orange Hill Development works with Fortune 500 companies and offer the same top quality development service at a fraction of what other providers charge. Brands like Absolute, Carlsberg, and Nestea trust Orange Hill Development. Find out why you should trust your website with Orange Hill. Contact Orange Hill for a consultation today at orangehilldevelopment.com.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Yep. Stoner Jesus Show podcast, recorded live November 4th, 2015. We got Ralph Sutton coming up in about 11 minutes. Broadcasting live on Cannabis Radio on Spreaker and the Spreaker Radio app. You should find the podcast at stonerjesus.net, cannabisradio.com, Stitcher, iTunes, iHeart. All that happy horse shit. With a heavy heart that I go now to the fantasy football update. As you may know, before the start of football this year, one of our fans of the show, Lando, known as a dark_dank_lucha on Twitter, which, by the way, he's having a great year in fantasy football. He created the league. I told him, create the league, I'll promote it, I'll play, in the games or whatever. And, leading up to it, I said, I've never really been good at fantasy football. I know what I need to know about football. I've watched it every weekend for, 3 decades. But I've never been really good at fantasy football. So, I kind of made some jokes about it. So on and so forth. But it turns out I'm really not good at it. I really suck. Don't believe me? Check this out. To the scores, the MTPG 420 Turtles beat Team Kolaruatola 90-73. MTPG, longtime listener of the show, now 6-2. Des Caught It beat Dank Memes 105-70. Lando's team, Lando Snow Bunnies, beat Team Adams 122-118. A barn burner there. Speaking of barn burners, Des didn't catch it. Of course, not to be confused with Des Caught It. Des didn't catch it, beat Disco Stew 83-82. Now we come to my game. By the way, MTPG and Lando are both 6-2. Whoops. So I forgot to turn my phone down. I should do that now. First, starts getting on my fucking nerves. But I don't think it really could get on my nerves anymore than this goddamn fantasy football thing has. Yeah, man, Twitter open and everything. Holy shit. There we go, that's better. It's very unprofessional. I don't care. When I read you this score, you understand why I don't give a shit. I got problems, kid. Tom Brady Deflation School beat the Stoner Heaven Jesuses by a score of, it's not a joke, it's not an exaggeration, this is the actual score. 124-58. Now, I went to public school. My math skills aren't the greatest, but I think that is a 66-point loss. That's right. If memory serves me, the biggest loss, and this is week 8 of this league, the biggest loss of anybody. I'm 2-6. I just got beat 124-58. And you may think, oh, Stoner Jesus, you must have done something. And I'll admit, I did not replace my defense this week, even though it doesn't matter. It's the Lions' defense. So it wouldn't have mattered if they played anyway. Or maybe they did. I don't know. Is that what this is? This is not what I looked at earlier. Anyway, they did play. And as I said, they got 0 points. Vincent Jackson, some dumbass wide receiver, 0 points. Only people who did anything, Cam Newton, my quarterback, 20. Marcus Colston, wide receiver for New Orleans, 19. That's it. 39 of my massive 58 points. It's bad. It's fucking bad. I'm 2-6. I just got drubbed. Drubbed. Is that a word? I think it is. Drubbed. I was drubbed. By Tom Brady Deflation School. Which, by the way, is a funny name. But it's not so goddamn funny when I'm losing by 66 points. It's bad. Matt Forte, 6 points. Giovanni Bernard, 3 points. T.Y. Hilton, 1 point. Ladarius Green, 1 point. Defense, 0 points. This is my fucking kicker. I got 8. 58. That's what I got. 58. There's your fucking fantasy football update, you bastards. Man, I did not anticipate the level of my... Much like I didn't anticipate the level of the destruction of Issue 3 last night, I did not anticipate the level of destruction that comes with this fantasy football thing. I mean, damn. Your boy Stoner Jesus, is having problems. Got an interview with Ralph Sutton coming up. Follow I Am Ralph Sutton on Twitter. You can go check out the SDRshow.com, which is his podcast, the Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll podcast. We'll do some odd news or whatever before the end of the show, if we have time. As well, Stoner Jesus show podcast recorded live on November 4th, 2015. I lost by 66. Do you understand that? 66. We'll be back with Ralph Sutton. Coming up, we're on Cannabis Radio on Spreaker Podcasts, on CannabisRadio.com and StonerJesus.net.
The Stoner Jesus Show on CannabisRadio.com.
The The Stoner Jesus Show is brought to you by Gigawax Vaporizers. Check out the Gigawax banner on stonerjesus.net. And make sure you follow Gigawax on Twitter. Gigawax Vaporizers were designed with artists, DJs, producers, musicians, and music lovers in mind. It's quite unique. It has a slim profile, a quartz coil, and it's available in 6 colors. Buy before January 1st, 2016 at the awesome low price of $49.99. It's Gigawax Vaporizer pins. Check out that Gigawax banner on stonerjesus.net. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here. I'll tell you about another great sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show. It's Pottles. Check out their banner on stonerjesus.net. Pottles. Follow My Pottles on Twitter. They have all kinds of great stuff, including odor-free stash containers. Come in all kinds of sizes and colors. They're airtight, watertight, and UV protected. They also got cones, dab stuff. They got glass, tubes, and more. Check out that Pottles banner on stonerjesus.net. Or simply go to mypottles.com. Think outside the baggie. They always have great deals and more going on. Go get your odor-free stash containers and more. Just click that Pottles banner on stonerjesus.net.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every day. Medical marijuana is my last resort, and it helps me when all other drugs have failed. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Ganjapreneur.com, your guide to the cannabis business world. Ganjapreneur.com is a comprehensive resource for cannabis professionals and entrepreneurs. Download the Ganjapreneur app on your smartphone or tablet to catch up on cannabis industry news, scroll through our daily job listings, and learn about successful cannabis companies, executives, and investors. Ganjapreneur.com, helping Ganjapreneurs grow.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Stoner Jesus Show podcast, recorded live November 4th, 2015. Like I say, a disclaimer makes me feel like something bad's about to happen. I don't know. It gives me a sense of foreboding right before I go back on the air. This is going to be very graphic and offensive. Still, it adds a little something to the show, I think. Hopefully the audio to you all sounds good. I'm having problems with my computer bogging down again. Man, I'm so tired of technical problems. So gets on my nerves. Anyway, I'm going to call Ralph Sutton on Skype. Follow I Am Ralph Sutton on Twitter. Check out the Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll podcast, thesdrshow.com. He also does the Tour Bus, which is syndicated nationally on terrestrial radio. We'll get into all that with him. Coming up, make sure all of my audio shit right. Normally St. Pierre will be helping with the engineering portion of it, but again, as I told you, he skipped out on the $240 he owes me. Real dick move. In my opinion. You know. This is Stoner Jesus Show podcast. Let's call Ralph. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully the technical issues do not extend to the interview. It has a way of happening sometimes.
Hello.
Hey, Ralph.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I don't hear you.
Hello?
That's weird.
That sucks. As I was just saying, the technical problems. Maybe